After what happened with Lin Xin, Fan Lin had problems after problems. He almost got kicked from the group on where all the rich second generation talks because what he did to Lin Xin. That almost ruined him, but Lin Xin asked everyone to forgive him and keep him on the group. All of a sudden, Fan Bailon's phone rings, and it is Lin Xin asking him for a favor. Fan Bailin immediately gets into his car with his girlfriend and drives to where Lin Xin is. They get to a cheap restaurant where Lin Xin is having some dumplings. Fan Bailin says that even though Lin Xin is so rich, he is so humble and it's in such a low-end restaurant. And his girlfriend is completely shocked, saying, "Is this Mr. Queen?" They talk and Lin Xin explains the situation to him and what they need to do for his friend. The girl that slapped Zhao Tong, Lin Xin's friend, kisses an elder man. He goes and says, "So this is the man you betrayed me with." The older man says, "So this is your boyfriend, the poor boyfriend." They start arguing right in front of the shopping mall, and the security guard comes out and says, "What is going on, Mr. Yu?" The security guard tells Xiao Tong to leave the mall. The girl goes around saying that "You are not my boyfriend, Mr. Shu is." Xiao Tong's heart gets crushed and says, "So our 6-month relationship means nothing to you?" The girl goes around saying to be your girlfriend means I have to live a poor life and that is extremely hard, so I will not be your girlfriend anymore. And the old man just says to him, "Brother, don't worry about girls right now, go make money and then get a girlfriend." All of a sudden Fan Bailin comes in with his Lamborghini and stops right in front of the mall. Both of them get shocked and the older man says, "This is the owner of the Moon Plaza, that is the market they're on, and the master of the famous hotel. This is the second generation rich." Fan Bailin passes the old man and hugs Xiao Tong, saying, "Oh, you are here." He goes around saying loudly that he is one of the biggest investors for the shopping mall and the development. "I am looking forward for your corporation." The old man and the girl gets very shocked hearing this, saying that he invested in the mall. The girl holds Xiao Tong and says that "You promised me to buy bags. You really love making people wait for you, don't you?" His so-called ex-girlfriend yells at the girl saying, "What do you mean he promised you to buy a bag? He doesn't have money a couple of minutes ago to buy me cosmetics. How does he have money to buy you bags now?" Xiao Tong looks in the corner and sees Lin Xin, and then he realizes that all of this is his doing. These people is his friends. Immediately he gets into character as well and starts berating the old man, saying, "This is my mall. I have invested in it. Go somewhere else." Fan Bailin gets very annoyed and says the security guard to kick this old man out and the girl as well. They are not welcome here. The old man looks at him and says, "But sir, I'm also an investor. The material that was used to build this market, this shopping mall, I was the one who sold it to you." They go around and say, "Oh, your material is couple of millions. I have invested more than that. We can buy 10 times more of your material. You are worthless." The old man gets angry and starts lashing out, saying that "I am one of the biggest manufacturer of materials in the city. I don't care if one rich generation kid like you decides to part ways with me. Then all of a sudden, multiple supercars stops right behind them. More second generation rich kids gets together. The old man and the girl completely shocked, saying, "Why are all these second generation rich people are here?" Fan Lin goes around saying that, "Look, this is Mr. Zhao Tong that I was telling you about." Then they give a dark look to the old man. And the old man starts crying, saying, "This is the end for me. I am done. My company is done." Jotan thanks Lin Xin about helping him with his axe and the old man. He then asks him how he knows so many rich people, and Lin Xin replies, "Oh, they are not rich people, they're just actors. I just hire them to act." He immediately believes Lin Xin and says goodbye and tells him that, "I will see you in the dorms and I'll bring some fried rice." All the other people, the rich kids, are just standing there thinking, what is Mr. Queen doing? Because they are very confused on what's happening. In the midst of all of the rich people, there is the beautiful girl standing there. And she is very interested on Lin Xin. Lin Xin tells everyone that he will buy hot soup for everyone, and of course, rich people hearing Lin Xin saying hot soup gets a little surprised. Fan Bailing immediately jumps in saying, "Oh, everyone, he is just having fun. Let's go to the 7th floor and to the bar and we have some drinks. Mr. Queen will be paying, of course." And of course, everyone is sitting on the bar talking about how Mr. Queen spends so much money everywhere on the podcast, to the point where everyone in the podcast is now hiring beautiful ladies because that's what they think that Mr. Queen is into. This is the reason why he is donating so much money. And technically, it is the truth. One of the rich people looks at the girl that was interested in Lin Xin and says, "Yan Yan, why are you so silently drinking?" He goes around saying that it's not like I don't want to invest on your business. It's just that the business that you are going to, it's very difficult and very problematic. It will take years to solve, and it will take lots of capital to do it. She puts our drink down and says, "Fine, if you guys will not lend me the money, I will get it from someone else." On the other side, everyone is talking to Lin Xin, Mr. Queen, trying to get him invested on their businesses, on a nightclub, or investing on a casino. They are just trying their hardest to get Mr. Queen's, Lin Xin's money to get them invested. Lin Xin immediately says that, "I like all of your businesses, but it's not like I don't want to invest. I just don't like investing. I just like spending money." The girl approaches Lin Xin and says, "Oh, you like spending money? Why don't you spend money on me and on my business?" Everyone yells at her, gets angry, and says, "Stop trying to get Mr. Queen also invested on your fairy tale of a business." She immediately gets angry and punches one of them too and tells them to shut up. Lin Xin recognizes her from the group and says, "Why do you need the money so much?" Immediately, the system tells him, "A high-level woman has been detected. The counterattack mission is starting now." Lin Xin gets happy that a counterattack mission has started, and he will not lose this opportunity to spend money. The girl goes around saying, "I am working on industrial chips." Immediately everyone says, "Don't believe in her nonsense, Mr. Queen." She goes around saying, "This is not nonsense, this is just a small academic theory. It will take few years to do it. That's why I need capital. But I am determined to do this, and I know I'll be able to do it. Immediately, one of the other guests that got punched by her comes back and says, "What little technology? If you are capable of doing this, you will win a Nobel Prize. This is nothing little." And this time, she kicks him. She approaches Mr. Queen and says, "How about it? Or are you just gonna laugh like everyone else?" Lin Xin laughs and gets excited and says industrial chips are very good. For a long time, United States has controlled the industry of the chips. It's due time we do our best to try to take control over the chips. I will invest on your project. Everyone gets shocked. Yan Yan responds, "Are you really willing to invest? Don't you want to do some research on the project first, on my company first? It's very likely that it's going down the drain." Lin Xin goes around saying, "No need for that. I will transfer you 500 million right now. And if it goes down the drain, then it goes down the drain. Small price to pay for the future of our country." She gets very flustered, and immediately she gets a ding on her phone and says 500 million has been received. She cannot believe that he really did it. He really did send her the money. Her favorability goes up by 20%. She looks at Lin Xin and tells herself, "He really believes in me." Everyone gets shocked, saying that, "Oh my God, how can we be so stupid? For Lin Xin, this is nothing. He just invested 500 million without even thinking, without even doing any research on the company, on the project. This is crazy." And one of the guys at the back says, "Maybe Lin Xin has fallen in love with Yan Yan." And of course, Lin Xin, on his signature move, he donates the money and then runs away without saying anything. Yan Yan standing there, completely baffled, holding her phone, thinking, what just happened? Then all of a sudden everyone remembers, wait, who's gonna pay the bills? I thought Mr. Queen was gonna pay it. 33,000. Who's gonna pay this? Everyone starts panicking and starts fighting, one defending other, saying that Mr. Queen, this is not enough money for Mr. Queen to bother with. And everyone starts arguing with each other who's gonna pay. And of course, Lin Xin being Lin Xin, in his mind, he never wanted to pay anything. He just wanted to get out of there as fast as possible, so he didn't need it to pay. The next day, Yan Yan is talking on the phone with a friend, saying that someone invested in my company, invested in my project. And on the phone, we see is Jia Yuxin, the girl that Lin Xin is also doing another counterattack mission with. They go around and talk with each other, saying that you tried so many people to get invested on your project and everyone said no to you. Your father, your uncles. I am so happy that you finally found someone that will invest on your project. Good for you. She goes around saying, I am determined not to fail. I have faith in myself. Jia Yuxin also start talking about a guy that he met on a party, that he is really fancies. Yan Yan gets surprised and says, oh my god, Jia Yuxin likes a boy? This is very interesting. Then Jia Yuxin says, oh, don't you like a boy as well? Yan Yan responds, I never said that. I was invested in it. That's all. All of a sudden, her mother walks into the room and says it's time to go. Her mother tells her Mr. Shao is coming to the museum. He is a future shareholder. You must get close to him. You know that, right? And she responds, I know, Mom. And she looks very sad when she says that.